I was appointed as a research assistant at Faculty of Applied Science in UiTM Shah Alam. Under Dr. Muhammad Taufiq Majalil, I helped his undergraduates and a postgraduate student in researching natural colorant of roselle flower, Hibiscus subdarifa and butterfly pea flower Clitoria ternati by extracting phytochemicals believed to be anthocyanins that responsible for the pigmentation of red color of roselle and blue color of butterfly pea. From the extract, product can be produced. Formulated lipstick from roselle extract and hand wash from butterfly pea extract. The study was done to acknowledge the antimicrobial properties of flowers by testing with this and well diffusions. Then, the extract concentration to inhibit bacteria were found out by testing in minimum inhibitory concentration (MIC), and the concentration to kill bacteria found out in minimum bactericidal concentration (MBC). Not only the extracts, this product were also tested for its antimicrobial activity. Further tests are melting point for lipstick and viscosity of hand wash. Now the project proposal or project handed to me. Dr. Taufiq had assigned me to help produce lipstick and test for antimicrobial and melting point of them with a student named Camelia. The formulation ingredients were obtained and I helped Camelia with 5 different formulations for different results. This is the list of ingredients to make lipstick and its functions. Castor oil used as blending of ingredients. Shea butter benefits user by moisturizes skin. Beeswax inclusions will make lipstick harden, and finally roselle pigment extract for lipstick colors. Antimicrobial test is to test the effectiveness of extract formulation lipstick against pathogenic bacteria, especially skin pathogenic. I will test them in well diffusion and log reduction. In well diffusion, the formulated lipstick is poured straight into the well of MHA before it's hardened. Wells are made by cork borer size almost identical to plain disc used in disc diffusion, which ranging from 6mm to 7.5mm. The MHA also swapped with different bacteria prior to fill with formulation. After 24 hours, the inhibition zone will be obtained. Bacteria with largest inhibition zone means the extract formulation lipstick able to against that specific bacterial growth. This bacteria is then proceed to be tested with reduction test. In log reduction, easiest bacteria to be inhibited was tested to observe whether the bacteria is reduced when the amount of lipstick gel shape inoculated into it. Log reduction purpose is to verify whether the formulated lipstick is safe to be used by users. The colony forming unit CFU are counted. The second is melting point evaluation. All 5 formulations are tested to determine their melting point. The melting point temperature Celsius is determined by melting the formulation in capillary tube. In first week, I helped doctor obtain roselle and butterfly pea flower from Shopee. These flowers are then dried and grinded. If possible, the grinding process was done without the aid of water. This is to prevent phytochemicals losses in water because we need them in extraction by maceration method. New knowledge I learned is that the temperature of oven must not too high during drying. The reason for the temperature of oven was set not too high is the total phenolic content TPC may decrease over time. Extraction part. Both flowers will be extracted by methanol or aqueous method. First is adding flower powder to solvent at ratio of 1 gram flour to 50 ml of solvent. This produces initial concentration of 20 mg per ml. Then incubate aqueous and place methanolic at room temperature. The drying for both is different. Rotary evaporator was used for methanol extraction only. This step is to concentrate extracts by removing methanol solvent. Then the extraction placed in fume hood to continue evaporation and obtain crude paste. While in aqueous extraction, evaporation will be done in freeze dry machine. Other than that, I prepared nutrient agar, slanted agar around 20 bottles for 10 ml each. This will be used later on stocks of bacterial culture in antimicrobial test. Slanted agar offered larger surface area for bacteria to grow, but mainly it is used to maintain them for a longer period. In this week, I continued aqueous extract filtration. 0.22 micrometer membrane filter was used to allow extract filtered from microorganisms and particles, so the extract is sterilized. In week 4, I prepared bacteria stocks. There are two sources of bacteria, one from USM in the form of glycerol and another one from HUSM in blood agar and Na agar. For glycerol stock, each bacteria will be taken up to 200 microliter and subculture into nutrient broth by using micropipette. While for plate agar, the bacteria subculture by taking up by using microstray and dip into nutrient broth. In this way, I started on the first dish and well diffusion test. I proceeded for both as followed. Then this can be placed on MHA for dish diffusion and transfer methanolic or aqueous extract, negative control and positive control into the well and incubate them for 24 hours. However, after 24 hours, me and the team did not obtain uniform bacterial growth, let alone inhibition zone. Possible error may be because of too diluted bacteria that saw it grow single colony only. So on second attempt in week 6, contamination may be caused by dust and spores in air and fall into MHA. What I did is, instead of burning forceps to transfer this, I spray it with ethanol when changing different discs. This is done inside laminar flow, which can improve cleanliness of procedure. For week 7 disc and well diffusion, I did aqueous rosal extract testing. I did obtain inhibition zone, but it was too small, ranging from 0.1 cm to 0.9 cm. There are two reasons for this. First, the bacteria are too many, and secondly, the extract concentration are too low. My next strategy is to tackle this issue by increasing the extract concentration. Some labmates did not obtain result because of fungus contamination, uneven bacterial growth and lack of inhibition zone. So we made some modifications to procedure. Instead of diluting bacteria in saline and compared with 0.5 methylen, we swap bacteria directly from MHB to MHA for this and well. This resulted in not obtaining the inhibition zone as the bacteria are too thick. Hence, we prepare up to 200 mg per ml for both aqueous and methanolic extract. So what can be deduced is that for both rosal and butterfly pea flowers, extraction require high concentration for it to be able to show inhibition of bacterial growth activity. Load reduction method, same as discussed in project. The lipstick formulation reduce bacteria as the log reduction increase, and higher concentration formulation shows lesser bacteria growth. What can be deduced is lipstick with rosal extraction is effective at reducing SRAs. An example case referring to methanolic clitoralternate MIC, the column means concentration of extract started from most concentrated to least. Started from well 1, which is 200 mg per ml, and two-fold dilution concentration as followed: well 2, 100, well 3, 50, and so on. While raw extract was tested with different bacteria. In second row, methanolic clitoralternate tested against P. aeruginosa. The well become cloudy and as the concentration moved to the right, and the concentration begins to lower so as the inhibition activity. At concentration 50 mg per ml, the well did not turn cloudy, so it is MIC. Then in each well of 200, 100 and 50 mg per ml will be further tested on MHA for MBC. MBC shows no growth at 100 mg per ml, hence this is MBC. In this week, I helped Dr. Taufik for his colleague specialized in textile and design request to test this diffusion against Staphylococcus hominis. Dr. Taufik's idea is combining extract of clitoralternate and Hibiscus subdarifa natural colorant and color the pineapple fiber that was converted as new textile. So by using natural colorant, it provides antimicrobial activity to textile against S. hominis from releasing compound that would become body odor. Result was okay, but I want to improve the result by increasing every extract concentration to 200 micromilligram per ml in future. In week 11, I helped a food tech student, Fiza, by request from Dr. Taufik to done antimicrobial test of her phylum. At first, it was done by cutting her phylum into this shape. This diffusion repeated as there is no activity with emulsion perpetuated on this. Possible reason to why her phylum does not exhibit activity is because it is touched by hands, so the outer surface is covered by bacteria or fungus. After test by pipetting emulsion on this, she obtained the result. Another important new knowledge that I gained is about scanning electron microscope, SEM. So that is all from me, Dr. Madim. Thank you.